Welcome to the World Cup match between South Africa and Australia at Leeds. You had a look at the pitch a little earlier, Jim. What do you reckon?
Thanks very much, Richie. With the recent poor weather, the pitch is looking damp. It will be slow and low and frustrating to bat on, especially with the sluggish outfield. So the batsmen will need to get their heads down and work hard. The bowlers should keep the ball up to the bat, as anything short will be easy to hit. Not the ideal pitch, but it should provide an interesting contest. A tough call, perhaps a good toss to lose. Well, that appears to be the state of the pitch. Back to you, Richie.
Kirsten is going to face the first ball of the innings. Let's take a look at how the innings has gone so far. These are the bowling figures. McGrath has completed his allotted overs with figures of 4 overs, no wicket for 24. So they need 137 to win from 120 balls. That's gone high in the air. That's the first boundary for Gilchrist. That could be a very painful blow.
The bowler's really giving him a hard time out there. That must have hurt.
Donald to Gilchrist. Well bowled. Donald to bowl to Gilchrist. There it goes. Safely taken by Lewson.
That early breakthrough will really get the bowler's tails up.
Gilchrist goes for only 4. Ponting takes guard. Ponting is off the mark. Trouble here. I think he was easily back in the crease there.
Australia will be looking to take full advantage of the early fielding restrictions by scoring some quick runs.
The required run rate is looking more and more out of reach here. That's straight up in the air. Hayden is out first ball. So then, that's the end of Hayden. Bevan awaits his first ball. Bevan couldn't be tempted into hooking that one.
He looks really fired up today. That was certainly a very quick delivery. That's straight back over the bowler's head for 4. That's the first boundary for Bevan. The batsman will have to run these. He looked as if he was home to me. That's gone high in the air. Bevan moves into double figures with those runs. That's straight up in the air. He smashed that right out of the ground. That's a demoralising sight for any bowler, seeing the ball sail over the fence.
That's straight up in the air. Bevan has moved into the 20s and is starting to look far more relaxed.
Australia will be looking to take full advantage of the early fielding restrictions by scoring some quick runs.
Donald to begin a new over. Now the run rate stands at just over 6 and over. Not timed perfectly, but they'll get some runs anyway. Stopped by Cullinan. A nice shot, but it won't make it to the boundary. That's straight up in the air. really looks in fine nick today.
He played that with a lovely straight bat. He'll be pleased.
Donald to Bevan. Donald continues. It's in the air. That was well held. It was in the air a long time.
It took an age to come down. The batsman really skied that one.
Bevan makes his way back to the dressing room. Lehman takes guard. Donald bowled that bouncer just perfectly.
He doesn't look too comfortable against the short ball.
Out!
He got into great position to take that catch.
Lehman makes his way back to the dressing room.
Australia will be looking to take full advantage of the early fielding restrictions by scoring some quick runs.
Pollock to begin a new over. The required run rate has crept up to around 6 and over. There it goes. That's the first boundary for Ponting. Short and smash for 4. That takes him into double figures. Ponting is now on strike. It's beaten the fielder, but it won't go all the way. And 6. Really struck that well.
The fielder just watched it. Going.
Nice shot, but it won't make it to the boundary. Ponting has now moved into the 20s. That's straight up in the air. That's the first boundary for Martin. Donald to begin a new over. Now the run rate stands at just over 5 and over. Not timed perfectly, but they'll get some runs anyway. There's a mix-up with the batsman. He looked as if he was home to me. Martin facing. Donald to Martin. He didn't quite get hold of that one properly. Picked up by Cullis. It's high in the air, but it'll drop safely. Short and smash for 4. Martin moves into double figures with those runs. It's beaten the fielder, but it won't go all the way. The batsmen are looking for 3. The batsmen are in trouble here. That's a superb throw.
You can't afford to hesitate if it's a tight run. That slight indecision proved expensive.
Ponting makes his way back to the dressing room. That's the end of the 5th over. The new batsman won't have to face just yet. The run rate stands at just under 4.5 and over. That's straight up in the air. He watched that onto the bat perfectly.
He'll have enjoyed that one. It was 4 the moment it left his bat.
Brilliantly caught.
Well done, the fieldsman. He really backed up the bowler's effort.
Martin is making his way back to the pavilion. Harvey is off the mark. There it goes. That's the first boundary for Harvey. That's gone high in the air. Harvey moves into double figures with those runs. Pollock at the start of his run-up. That over cost 15 runs. Donald to bowl the last of his allotted overs. The required run rate is around 4 and over. Harvey is now facing. That's straight up in the air. Oh, that was superb timing.
Well, he got everything right there. Footwork, hands, kept his head down, kept the ball on the ground. Nothing better than that.
Ouch, that must have hurt.
That was a lazy shot. He'll regret that when he sees the replay.
There it goes. That was 4 the moment it left his bat.
Oh, great shot. That was a pleasure to see.
So they need 51 to win from 80 balls. That's gone high in the air. Donald had to make up a lot of ground there.
Superb catch. The batsman won't have expected him to hold on to that.
Harvey makes his way back to the dressing room.
Now we're down to 9-10 Jack.
Warne comes in at number 9. Warne takes guard. "13 overs are left in the innings. Simons takes guard. The required run rate is around 3.5 and over. There it goes. It's the first boundary for Simons. Pollock is back in the attack. The batsman will have to run these. It's high in the air. That's the first boundary for Warne. Warne waiting at the striker's end. He's worked that into the gap. Oh, that's gone a long way. He smashed that a long way.
It doesn't really matter if it goes in the air if you hit it that far.
That moves the score into 3 figures for Australia. The fielder will cut that off. Simons moves into double figures with those runs. 12 overs are left in the innings. Here comes the first change in the bowling. The run rate stands at just under 2.5 and over. You'll need a TV replay to decide this one. It's in the air. That's straight up in the air. He had a lot of ground to take that catch.
That was moving pretty quickly and he did well to cling onto it.
Warne goes for only 5. Lee facing his first ball. Lee is off the mark. That's a big appeal. The umpire raised his finger and he's out. Simons has gone for 13, 11 overs are left in the innings. South Africa are about to make a change in the bowling. The required run rate has crept up to around 2.5 and over. Over pitched and 4. That's the first boundary for Lee. Lee facing. It's in the air. He picked the length quickly with that one.
That was good batting. He picked his spot, didn't try to smash it, just stroked it through the gap.
Well played, but the fielder will cut that one off. Lee moves into double figures with those runs. Shot. That's the first boundary for McGrath. McGrath facing. Well played, but the fielder will cut that one off. Lee is now on strike. It's beaten the fielder, but it won't go all the way. That's the end of the 10th over. The new batsman won't have to face just yet. The required run rate looks a fairly comfortable 1.5 and over. McGrath waiting at the striker's end. Hit straight to a fielder. There's a mix-up with the batsman.
You just can't afford to lose wickets like that.
So to sum up then, South Africa win by 15 runs. Well, let's take a look at the scorecard. These are the bowling figures. Adams now has figures of 1 overs, 2 for 3,